We were able to identify quite a number of machines that were burned, very expensive machines. And then we also talked to a number of the affected traders. And at that time, the fire was still burning, but it had subsided a little. And Bwana Waita had made arrangements to get firefighters or firefighting equipment from Kajiado, from the DOD, from Nairobi, NMS. But before they got here, the fire had been brought down to a bit of levels that were not so worrying, because the one firefighting equipment for the county government was not able to deal with the fire. It was too fierce. But I must thank the firefighters, the employees of the county government, because in very difficult circumstances, they managed to fight and even put their lives in the danger to fight and put down the fire. So what I want to say is that we give our pole, lots of them, to the affected traders and assure them that we are going to stand with them. For Nzioka Waita and myself, we are going to stand with them. And I just want to point out that the county assembly has always done its part in ensuring that the necessary legislation and the necessary policies and the necessary budgets are passed to make sure that even when a calamity of this nature happens, it doesn't escalate. But we have a problem, particularly with the implementation of the laws passed, of the budget passed, of the policies passed, particularly in the office of the county governor. In 2021, we passed that law that was supposed to set an emergency fund. And the assembly had been agitating for that law for quite a while. We actually summoned Engineer Maliti, the deputy governor, who was in charge of the county finances, because it is him who is supposed to set that fund. And for quite a while, it was a push and pull from the assembly to his side until we finally managed to pass that law. But what has been put in that emergency fund is now for Maliti to tell us, is also for Governor Mutua to tell us, and it is for them to get money from that fund to assist the affected traders here. And I've said that loud and clear. If that fund was working properly, the damage would not have been as this great, because emergency action would have been put in place to ensure that the fire does not spread to the magnitude that it did and to destroy the property that it did. We want to assure the traders that we will stand with them. And we've already made requests in different offices within a very short while. And I'm happy to report that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, the fifth, he has given us a contribution of 500,000 shillings. Myself and Waita put in the sum of 700,000 shillings. And we got a contribution from one of the prominent traders in this town, Mr. Deuri, trading in the name of Pasha Enterprises. He gave us a donation of 50,000 shillings. Dr. Musioka, who is a former women representative in the assembly, gave also 10,000 shillings. And we are still pursuing other friends, government institutions, and of course, officers in the various levels of the government, that's the national government and the county level, so that they can assist in giving more funds and assistance to these people. We must ensure that they are back on their feet. They are beaten, but they are not finished. I can see the spirit of fighting in them. That resilience will hold them in hands and walk with them until they are back on their feet.